Well, Idalia in the rear view now, Brad. Pretty good weekend on tap. A lot of great temperatures. I know the heat, though, is expected back.
Yeah, this weekend is actually going to be much cooler than it's going to be during next week. Tells you how hot it's going to get around here. But tonight, beautiful weather. I mean, the evenings and the mornings in particular, that is where you're going to notice how comfortable it is. It'll still be warm in the afternoon, warm enough to head to the pool, the lake, or the beach. But during the evenings and the mornings, there will be a little bit of a chill. I wouldn't say it's cold, but the dry air definitely causes evaporation. So if you're in the pool late, you're going to be feeling it when you get out. Mid 80s tomorrow, low 80s in a couple other neighborhoods, but at northeast wind and dry air is going to make it feel real nice. If you're going to the beach, we've got big issues with rip currents. A high to moderate rip current risk the entire weekend on the coast. This is twofold reasons. We've got all those tropical systems, Idalia, Franklin, Gert, Jose. They're out in the middle of the Atlantic, but they're pushing swells back towards the east coast. So those swells are impacting the beaches as well as the astronomical high tides, which are still going on. So water levels are just running higher than normal, and that leads to some big rip current risk. But the rest of the weekend will be relatively dry. Even as the temperatures go up, the dew points are staying stable. The thing about dew points, it's the most accurate way to measure the amount of moisture in the atmosphere and how it makes you feel. The lower the dew point, the better it is. The higher it is, the nastier it feels, or the muggier it gets out there. Air you can wear is in the 70s, even upper 60s is pretty muggy. But if you're hovering in the upper 50s and low 60s, even with temperatures near 90, it feels pretty good. Now in the Atlantic, we've got 5 systems out there right now. All of them curving away from the U.S. Another tropical wave coming off the coast of Africa. We'll keep an eye on that, but nothing is threatening the U.S. in the next 5 to 7 days. High pressure is in control. Heat dome is going to slowly build back from the west and eventually push this cool air out of here. And that's also going to keep the rain chances away from us. So 5 straight days this week up until yesterday with rainfall. We will not see rain again, maybe until next weekend. So it's going to dry out quickly. And we're in that season where we get the fall allergies. So allergy sufferers, ragweed and grass usually go sky high this time of year. When it's dry and windy like it is, it kicks up even more. But the recent rain is also giving us some of those mold spores. So mold is really high as well. The heat will build, as Colin mentioned earlier. We're going to see the heat dome in the middle of the country begin to push to the east. So temperatures this weekend are going to be pleasant, but they're going to be steadily getting warmer. By Sunday and Monday, we're back in the 90s. In the middle of next week, we could be in the mid 90s. And the 8 to 14 day outlook doesn't show a lot of relief. September is going to be a hot one for this time of the year. This weekend, though, enjoy it. That's why you should enjoy it even more. It's a holiday weekend. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s tomorrow, upper 80s to 90 on Sunday. And your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, the heat cranks up on Monday into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Look at all those mid 90s for the middle of next week. Let's go 10 days into the future. And the only time we see a little cooling trend is because of clouds and showers possible by next weekend.
Oof, the heat is back. All right, Brad, thanks for